This shit feel like game 7. Put lines up through my S's. Wake up in the morning, count my blessings.
Welcome to the Money Down. We got Michigan State legend, first round pick of the Cincinnati Bengals, Darqueze Dennard kicking in with us. We had plenty of battles in college, which we'll get to for sure. But whenever we have people come on the pod, we kind of go back to the beginning. Why Michigan State? What led you there? You did your thing in high school. What led you to Michigan State?
Yeah, man, it was a blessing to even end up there. Crazy story. So, yeah, man, I went to Michigan State because I really ain't have a choice. It was either that or the block. So it was a no-brainer. I got my scholarship my last high school game playing against my college roommate, which my brother to this day, Keith Munfrey, he was already committed to Michigan State. They went and seen him. It was his senior night, so they came to support him because he was already committed there. And it was like 3-4 coaches there, and Jay been around me, so how I am when we get in that arena. So I said a couple stuff. Whenever I had a game, on the ride home, my coach was like, "Hey, man, Michigan State said they're going to beat us next week." I thought he was just, kind of just talking. But Monday morning, walked in, Coach Warner was in the building. And then, it kind of happened fast from there.
So, bro, like you said, Coach D being in the office and just it kind of really hitting you like, man, I'm about to go play big time ball. Did that ever the fact that just happened to leave Georgia and go all the way to Michigan, did that ever strike a little bit of fear in you, like the unknown? Because you're from GA, you know what I'm saying? Not really haven't gone too many places, so to be going that far, I know it was a little bit of damn, I don't know what the hell I'm walking into. How that was in that adjustment period for you?
It's crazy because it was never really no fear for me. Just growing up, I always told my grandma, my grandparents, really my homeboys, I'm gone. I get an opportunity, I'm gone. I always know what home was. I already knew, I already experienced it. I was off the porch early, did a lot of experiences just in the country. Grew up in a small town,
Born the sticks.
Yeah, put in perspective for people to understand. Till this day, we still don't have no stoplights in our hometown. So it's a different little upbringing. We were right on the borderline of Macon. So me personally, I went to Darqueze County, but my younger sisters, they all went to Macon schools. You guys had a Macon guy, QT, with that family. It was really, for me, it was just, I just needed an opportunity to get out of here. I was the baby of my group, for my neighborhood. So a lot of guys before me, there was some big time guys before me that's supposed to win and play, but they, choices, I'm just say choices and decisions, ultimately was the reason why they kind of stuck around. So for me, I was younger and I sat back and watched it, and I was like, man, if I get the opportunity to do anything, I'm on the first ticket gone. And that's how it happened.
So you went sight unseen to Michigan State. Did you take a visit at all, or you?
It was crazy. So actually, I took one official visit. That was to Michigan State. It was my first time getting on a flight. Me and my mom. So shout out to Michigan State for just opening the door. Just bringing the vision to life. How you have these dreams and you don't really know how you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And and in that process, going up there, it was I want to say January. Went to a basketball game. Okay. We played IU, and bro, it was probably 20 degrees out there. It was 6 inches of snow. It was wild. It was wild just because once you get up there and stay there, you get to experience the snow differently. Now the time when I was up there, it was clean snow. The roads was clean. The stuff was nice. You can go play with it and stuff. So it was a great experience just to go out there. Like I said, took one visit, fell in love. The players, my teammates, just the environment was great.
And so I want to ask you, bro, when you got to school, man, what was that moment for you where it's all right, I really got something. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us go to a team when we do get in college, it's still kind of a dream. We're trying to fit in, but it's a moment for all us college athletes where it's like, all right, I could really be serious at this and I can really, put my foot forward to try to get to the league. Or for some other people, it's like, like I probably need to, look for something else. So what was that moment for you that hit you like, man, shit, no, I'm going all in. Like I can go to the next level.
Man, that's crazy. I think, bro, to be honest, like it's funny now because just replaying like all the thoughts and just the moments. I really didn't. I was green. Think about it. I didn't even realize like the stage or what I was playing on. I was just, I was happy to be out in my neighborhood. I was happy to be out, like, to do something that I talked about doing. So like, I tell you when it really hit me that I was like, oh, bro, you probably got a shot to play in the league. It was my second year after the Outback Bowl. That was kind of like that was like, all right, bro, you need to focus. This is time that like kind of you need to really lock in because I played as a true freshman. But I ended up like I was playing special teams. Then situation ended up happening. I ended up going into a starting spot. Started 2 games. Played good as those games, and I ended up getting hurt. So I was kind of chasing, trying to just get back healthy and to be who I, was when I first arrived, and not even knowing like at the time I competed against NFL guys. Like went on. AJ Jenkins was in that draft. That was my first start. Who was a first round pick. You don't really realize it in the moment, but until like after things kind of transpire and you sit back and look like, dang, bro, you probably need to lock in for real. So that's how it was because I wasn't a football player. I started playing football late, so I started playing football high school. So that was kind of
I was gonna say, you had a chance to play with, a legendary coach at Michigan State. Like, what was that like playing for D'Antonio? I know he's serious.
Go see, it's crazy because he is serious, but at the same time, he really not. He's probably like the best dude ever. I still talk to him today. Literally, probably texted him like two days ago. I got a crazy picture with Kirk Cousins. I went to the practice the other day. Funny situation, but Coach D, man, he was from the outside world. People don't understand he really is a player coach. Now he is stern, he's fair.
He ain't never smile
for sure. But when you get in the locker room, bro, that's how like somebody, he is who he is. He's a little thrower. We all are to be in that, arena.
Oh yeah.
So like he'll like tell jokes, and the joke it'll be like some dad jokes. Kind of a little funny, but not really. But he'll like, oh, y'all guys ain't gonna laugh. Y'all, he had a lot of personality. He did a lot of stuff like with the team. It's funny because he had different classes. Like when you talk to the older guys, the guys who are older than I am anyway, they kind of jealous of the Coach D that we got. We got the. He kind of we had
loosened up a little bit.
He loosened up.
We got spoiled a little bit. So it was the Coach D I got, man. It was great. He was great coach, even better person. He really cared about his players. Like I say, he still talk to this man every day. And it's been like that since he came to Tweeds County and got me out of there.
What was y'all DC name at the time? The defensive coordinator?
Narduzzi.
Yeah.
He was crazy dude
right now.
Yeah. You crazy, y'all?
I heard he throw too, bro.
Hey, I always,
dude was
little screw loose.
Man, what I remember, it's crazy. We were just talking about it. We probably, I don't want to say a Big Ten team. We playing a Big Ten team, and Bro, I think they probably got like 30, 40 yards. And he come in there at halftime and he break a projector. He break like, oh, they got the projector. I'm like, bro, like, oh, like, come on, bro. Like, what else you want us to do? You know what I'm saying? But for him, he brought the best out of all of us. He challenged us every day, pushed us every day. Practice was harder than the game, so he definitely created a standard.
Yeah, cause y'all always had tough defense. We always knew it was gonna be a tough matchup whenever we lined up against y'all. From like we the same class, like Greg Jones, Jarrell Worthy, like going up against those tight dudes. You always knew it was gonna be some type of battle. I feel like every single time we played y'all, literally came down to like the last snap of the game. Because it was wild. But I remember what's this little crazy safety y'all had, Isaiah or something? I forget that.
Isaiah Lewis.
Yeah, look. That boy throw his body in there, boy.
Man, crashing out, that ain't the word. So the first time I met Isaiah, right, everybody, it's crazy because, same thing y'all probably did at Wisconsin. Everybody in the locker room and go tell, I'm going to do this, da-da-da-da. And, Zoe, he ain't that big.
Yeah.
And bro, we arguing at the time. It's him and Le'Veon at the time, right? Because all of us in the same class. And he tell Le'Veon, like, bro, I don't care, bro. I really don't care. I'm gonna smack you. Like, he's like, bro, I don't. This is when I knew he was like off. And mind you, I'm not really a football player, like, And he was like, bro, I don't really care if I leave here in a wheelchair. And I looked at him. I I'm here for the game, but nah, it ain't that deep, bro.
I'm trying to walk away.
Yeah, it's not that serious, dog. And one of the best safeties I done played with. And when I tell you, put his body on the line, I seen him do some amazing things. Even, going through the week, you would not think he would play. And come, Saturday, he is out there. And it was. I just say that class. That class. We had a different group of guys. I would say.
It was funny for me too. I thought about going to Michigan State too. I took an official there. When I went, they played Penn State. Boys got blowed out with cold as shit too. That shit was brick outside. Boy, them boys must have lost like 45-7 or some shit. But it was. I love that school. It was a dope experience. Deion Sims was my host, the big tight end. Yeah, it was some cool dudes. They had a good locker room. Y'all facilities was dope. Way better than Wisconsin at the time, for 100%.
That was nice.
That's good. That's good to hear. I'm a little jealous. I ain't really go too many places, but I'm a little jealous how Michigan State look now.
Hey, y'all boys built that, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask you right now, bro. I know you feeling some sort of way. All these kids making this cheese now.
Cheddar, that big cheddar. I mean, honestly, I don't feel away. I'm happy. Honestly, people getting paid, but at the same time, just to be truthful, I tell people all the time, you probably wouldn't hear Darqueze Dennard if they had NIL. You give me one bag, you probably who knows?
Yeah, you don't know
who knows? So it's tough to say. I do know they would have had to pay me a lot of money though, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That shit was fat. Yeah.
One thing on that Thorpe, yeah, man, that bad would have been crazy. I ain't gonna lie, fam. I'm gonna call a spade, bro. Yeah, I'm jealous, bro. These just got it, dog. Got it, fam.
Bro, you got walk-ons cashing out.
Man, it's so crazy. I just heard that. Shout out to them though, because I heard these walk-ons now getting, they getting a school paid for just off, their likeness and being on part of the team. So just, hearing stories like that, that's dope. Just giving opportunities to, to these kids who work hard. You know how it is when we sit in the locker room. These kids don't get no shine, no goods, no glory, like nothing. And, depending on where you go at, some kids don't even get to dress. Some kids get to sit in the stands like regular students.
Yeah.
So to see, to see the other side of the NIL, creating different opportunities. That's why, shout out to them. Obviously, I feel you, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I went a couple nights not eating.
Hey, tell them, let them know.
Come on, and that's the crazy thing. The opportunities are there to go, do these side deals and stuff. But at the same time, you don't want to put yourself in jeopardy. Like, a lot of people,
sure.
at that time, you see the stuff happen with Ohio State. With them players, they were getting tattoos, and you think about the stuff they was doing at the time compared to now. These kids, come on, man.
Lambo deals.
Hey, let's keep it a band though. We know Michigan State was over there cheating when you was performing. Alumni was dropping that bag on you. You keep it a bean with us. Keep it a band with us.
I'm gonna tell you straight. I ain't get nothing.
You winning the board?
I ain't getting nothing. I mean, again, I need to go back and talk now. But at that time, I ain't getting nothing. I always say we had a good program. Well, Coach D took care of us to the best of abilities. Yeah. I would say, he would, create classes and do different things to be able to put us with different individuals to be able to help shape our mind to think outside of football. So, it's a give and a take.
Now let's have a word from our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks. With Prize Picks, you can win $1,000 by only betting 10, and it only takes you about 60 seconds to get your bets locked in. All you got to do is go to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app and bet over or under on some of your favorite athletes' stat projections this summer. And when you use our promo code MONEYDOWN, Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. I repeat, use our promo code MONEYDOWN and Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. You can bet small and win big prizes.
So obviously 2012, have a good junior year. Kind of take us through that whole process of, you could have left your junior year and went to the league, but then decided to come back, and that kind of just snowfalled into the big accolades, man. First team Big Ten, Jim Thorpe Award winner, which we know that's a serious accolade. So just kind of talk to us about that whole 2 seasons and just that thought process that you was in at the time.
Yeah, so the 2012 season, we didn't have a good year, but we did beat you guys.
Man, that was at Wisconsin, right?
That was at Wisconsin. Great environment. Shout out to y'all. Great environment. But we were 7-6 that year. We lost probably, I want to say 5 of those games. I lost total of like 5-6 points.
Yeah,
super close, and so I'm talking to at the time is me. You talk about Dion. Dion left early that year. Yeah. Will Ghostin left, and then Le'Veon left that year. So I was going to be a part of that group as well, but man, I had to have surgery for one. Nobody really know. And to be a junior coming out, you needed to run. Yeah. That's a huge thing, and that's something that I didn't have. So at the time, I'm kind of going back and forth with my family, just with life situations, just kind of having that conversation. And the whole college football awards come on, right? And at the time, like I said, I'm late to football. I know about awards, but don't really know about awards. Kind of just know about the Heisman and stuff. And I'm sitting on watching the college football awards and Jonathan Banks winning, right? And I'm like,
Jonathan Banks.
Jonathan Banks. So I'm like, shout out to Jonathan, my dog. I'm like, man, who is Jonathan Banks? Yeah. So little backstory. I watch my opponents. So I don't really watch football. You know what I'm saying? So when I see Jonathan Banks, I'm like, bro, who is Jonathan? So I'm tripping. So now I'm like doing my research and I'm looking at the stats. I'm like, bro, I can do that. So I ended up calling Coach D, Coach Narduzzi. I called Coach B too, Harlan Burnett. That's my DB coach, and I was like,
Yeah, he's
man,
still, yeah.
yeah. So I put them all in the group chat, and I took a picture of like college football. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna come back. Y'all gotta help me get this award. It's the only reason I'm coming back. And they was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it, boom, boom, boom. And they kind of like set out the journey. So from there, I had them kind of, obviously I needed a goal because I at that point I felt like I was, I did everything, like football wise. What else is left for me to do? And that was kind of like building my legacy. So it was, obviously the individual awards, you gotta, strive for the individual awards, but also at the same time, I felt like 2012, I could have been a better leader. I wasn't. I knew a lot of things that I should have said. I didn't say it. So going into my senior year, I kind of like changed. I changed everything. So even to the point where my little brother Trey Waynes, who was 2 times better than I am, because that's how he's supposed to do, right? I ended up getting with him, and me and him got in the lab as much as everybody else, and it kind of like where the persona started coming out for as the no-fly zone. So that's when that kind of obviously I started to. At the time I'm in marketing classes, so I'm doing a lot of just say research and me personally, I don't have a outgoing personality. Don't really like to do interviews. Don't really like to do this type of stuff. So there was the kind of way that I could be able to bring, a group of us along with it, and it ended up being, a historic season for us.
That's dope.
For sure.
Kind of talk about it. Going from a guy, one offer, going to Michigan State, leaving, going first round draft pick. Now you about to be inducted to the Michigan State, Athletics Hall of Fame. Some legendary people, in that Hall of Fame. You got Magic Johnson, you got guys like Draymond Green. I'm sure he probably inducted in there as well, and many others. What does that mean for you?
Man, I'm still processing it, honestly. Talking from a kid that, I ain't even supposed to be there. Now to be inducted with, guys like Magic. Like I grew up basketball fan, you know what I'm saying? And to walk that campus, to walk past that statue every day, you get the dream. And, work, everybody say, oh, you go out to be great. You're going to work out to be great every day. That's the mindset. And, you just put your head down to work, and to be, with this honor, still processing. I'm super grateful, super thankful, just because I know it's more to me. Obviously, I'm getting the notoriety for me, but it took a lot of hard work. A lot of people took me, to even get to that point as well. So super grateful. Definitely humble. Now I gotta, start to get on my campaign because they gotta give me a statue out there like Mansion. Definitely grateful, super thankful, man. But it's crazy. Never would have dreamed, never would have thought.
Well, definitely want to say congrats, man, because that's
congrats on that.
Don't want to take away the work that you put into it, man. We got everybody else around us, and that definitely a huge help, but bro, you put in that work, bro. So congrats to that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I kind of want to talk about that 2013 season, man, because me and Quez the big bro. Not too many people you call a spade a spade. Not too many people that I look up to as far as in the football world. Because once you play football, you can see like, man, a lot of these things I can do just like the people that I see and I idolize on TV. And Quez been a big bro to me since I got to Wisconsin, right? Jitterbug, and to be able to talk to him was really dope. But me and Quez always had a conversation about 2013. He feel that. And I don't want to, stir nothing up, but he feels which if they, I think y'all only lost that year was Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
So if they beat Notre Dame, we probably get a Florida State, Michigan State in the national championship. Quez say they got it easily. So I kind of just want to talk about that season and just how that was for y'all, because I had a lot of top dogs on the team, and y'all played good ball that year.
Oh, for sure.
Good ball that year.
We played great ball. No, I think, man, it's crazy just thinking about that year. Notre Dame. You look at that Notre Dame game, we got robbed. I think we got like 7 PI calls. I got an interception call back. Trey got an interception call back. There was a tough loss from that moment, but just even going towards the rest of the season, like we beat everybody. We ran the Big Ten. We go look at we beat everybody plus 10. So even going back to that Ohio State team, imagine the Ohio State team that I want to say that following year, they end up winning the national championship the next year. But that same Ohio State team, we beat that. They didn't lose a game in 2 years, but we beat them 10 plus points. So like, when you talk about just the opportunity to be able to play that Florida State team, I think we match up with them well. You talk about the weapons on the outside with Benjamin, Rashard Green.
Kenny Shaw,
talk about it. Kenny Shaw, them boys getting clamped. Respect to them. But them boys getting clamped. Shout out to Free. Shout out to my boy Wilder. Shout out to them boys. Them boys ain't getting nothing. Like, respectfully though, and I think a lot of people knew that. Like, just around that time period, we was just playing good ball all the way around, and we had fun, and it showed from top to bottom. I think we were just a different team at that point in time. Which also that team, we pretty much started the discussion on the playoffs. To be able to do that. So
that's for sure.
That's dope. So going to 2014, which I think we had one of the greatest draft classes of all time, the class of 2014 in the NFL. What was that process like for you? I'm sure you already knew you was going to be potentially a first-round draft pick. What was the combine like, the draft night? What was that like for you?
Man, the process, man, it's some BS. If you want to, it ain't about football. When it comes down to it, it ain't about football. I do think we had a great class, really great class. Man,
guys still doing it.
Yeah, exactly, at a high level, and a lot of guys really could still be playing. Honestly, like, I know you could still be playing. I know I could still be playing. AD, come on, bro. Like,
Jarvis should still be in.
AD in itself, like, what I'm saying. You still got Khalil, you still got you still got a lot
Mike
of guys.
Evans,
Mike Evans, Mike Evans, what he doing?
Devontae Adams,
That guy deep. Come on, bro. That shit, dang.
The class, and it's it stretched across all fields, like running backs, tackles, pretty much everything. I think, I had fun, seeing all the guys, seeing the peers that we competed with, and just having a conversation, building lifelong relationships as well throughout that process. Now, I did think, like how you said, I thought I was a first round pick like the whole time, and when it gets to like close to the draft, you still hearing everything. Like, I remember the draft day, I got a call from my agent. My agent was like, "Yeah, man, you can go from 3. The highest you can go is 3. The lowest you can go is like 55." And Bert said 55. I'm like, damn. Bro, I thought you said I was a first round pick, man. Like, what you saying? He was like, man, just, you never know. Like, a quarterback can go in there and throw everything up. And that's kind of, shout out to Blake, which, that happened. So got to experience that, and then end up in Cincinnati, where a place that I didn't think I was going to go at. They didn't think I was going to go at. Actually went on a top 30 visit to them. And we didn't, they was like, bro, you're not going to make it here. I don't even know why we got you here. So, like, to get drafted there, great organization. The Browns, you do your history on the Browns. Like, that's a football family. That's the, you know what I'm saying? To be able to go in that organization, to see that firsthand, and then I got man, blessed to a great group of DBs. Another Thorpe Award winner, Terrence Newman, first round pick.
Legendary.
I was there, Leon. I look back at my rookie. So I was the only rookie that got that I was on that roster as a DB, and it was 12 of us. I want to say 11 of us went in the top 3 rounds. Then the last one was George, who was George was a 6-year starter in the league. So a lot of talent, a roster full of personality.
Yeah, y'all had some personality, boy.
It's so crazy because you don't even realize you're a character until you get around other characters. I'm like, dang, I ain't think I was
that bad.
Yeah. Oh man, but it was good. It was good. Ended up making the playoffs. We ended up losing the Colts. Got to see the boy Andrew Luck. So yeah, it was man, player. That's all I'm gonna say. Player. So yeah, it was a blur. Really had fun. Had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Thought I was gonna play. Didn't play at all. I was a special teamer. My rookie year. I should have made a Pro Bowl, but that's politics.
Yeah. Politics.
Your boy Slater. Your boy Slater. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. He good. He good. But you feel me? You know how that is, though. Yeah. So I had a good rookie year. Solid.
100%. So man, y'all definitely had them characters on that Cincinnati Bengals team. What do y'all think? What y'all could have been, because y'all had so much talent on that team, man. And like, obviously, when the big time games came around, y'all just couldn't figure out a way to get it done. Like, what you think y'all should have done to get those big wins?
Man, I think it's hard to say. I think the same thing that made us good, it made us bad. It's like a double-edged sword where you want a dog, but you can't really neuter it because that dog ain't gonna be the same. So it's like, that's really what the situation was. The stuff that the stuff that we was really good at, and then the stuff that we was bad at was really good, that it really didn't matter until
crunch time.
Till crunch time. Like when you go. I mean, everybody know that Pittsburgh, like the Pittsburgh playoff. I feel like shout out to the Bengals though, because they did. Joe Burrow came. Them boys went to the Super Bowl, but we wasn't.
My Rams.
We wasn't right. It's like the Pittsburgh. Like it kind of, it obviously that it was a big loss. We should have, we can say we should have, would have, but we know how football is. But it was situations where the stuff that we did in a regular season was good enough to come back and beat the team, or the mistake we did didn't even matter because in the playoffs you can't do that. You get Big Ben that many times. Like, man, come on, let's be real, man. Like, people respectfully, because Jay know me. I'm a realist. Shout out. I know your man Tom. You feel me? How great he is. You feel me? Shout out how great he is. I'm gonna put some respect on him before I say what I say. But people forget, Big Ben won 2 chips too, and in that era, you get what I'm saying? Peyton Manning won 2 chips in that era. Yeah. So it's like at that point in time in this era, we had good, good football team, and you give Big Ben that many opportunities, man. It's damn near the same with Brady. That's you get what I'm saying? It's that tier quarterback. So it's only a few of those out here, and you can't get them boys too many chances. So the same thing that was good, sucks.
When you got to the league, was there anybody that just like yeah, no, obviously, we play with a lot of athletes and we make it to where we make it to. But like, was there anybody that just like, you were like, dang, like this is real. Like I'm playing with this dude.
Oh man, so I'm okay. I walk in the Bengals locker room, man. We had a lot of stars.
Sure.
So AJ Green, we call him AJ Green.
AJ Green.
Hey,
That boy, hey,
come on, man. I seen this man. The stuff. This, greatness. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I have not seen a flaw from this individual, and they go from top to bottom. Even this is the thing that only thing I say about AJ that I would be. Well, I was upset about it. He didn't have an attitude. He
would never bring that out.
Super chill.
One time.
We seen it one time.
You hear what I'm saying? And, yeah. So you got AJ, then you have Geno Atkins, right?
St. Thomas, yes, sir.
Oh my God, Geno, bro, like Geno, and underrated. Super underrated to me. Bro, Geno is one of the ones. Vontez, you got Pat-Man, of course. Like, man, come on, man. I'm from Georgia. You hear the stories of Pat-Man. Like, I grew up hearing the stories of Pat-Man, and for this man, when I got drafted, a lot of them called my phone. Like,
that's dope.
Pat called me, AJ reached out, AD reached out, Andy Dalton reached out. Like, all these guys that I, looked up to and watched on TV, walked in the locker room, it was all love. So it's a list of guys I could think of, but it was since is a great atmosphere, and only on top of that, even Marvin though, because like I said, I was a late football player. I was late at football, and I was a receiver in high school, so I love Chad Johnson. So a lot of them hard knocks watching Coach Lewis and actually being have a relationship with him and stuff. So that was cool to see the people that you seen on TV and actually see him in real life. That was humbling.
I used to tell people, and like I used to tell James Warren, all the other homies, like, dog, y'all don't understand how good this nigga AJ Green is, fam. And it's like the only thing that really from a player just watching, the only thing that separates him from like at the time whoever the best receiver was is AJ not a raw person. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna go out there and hit you for 152 tugs. No celebrations. He ain't gonna post shit on the ground. Like he vibing. You know what I'm saying? So, but like,
not so. I gotta add this too though, because this is what people don't understand. He doing that on 6 targets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He doing that on 6 targets, rather than we're gonna say another top tier because I seen him twice a year. AB.
Yeah, 20 targets.
AB was that guy. You feel me? And but AB also got 20 targets a game.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say like impressive. That's going to the point where I'm a basketball fan. So to put it in basketball analogy, that's KD.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Somebody super efficient, right? And great at what they do. And people want to like. You gotta watch this, man, and because I don't want to talk bad about my teammates, but bro, man, I feel he on the same range as Randy Moss, Julio Jones. He had that meter, and just because he quiet, just because his personality, he don't really get those fires. People tend to forget about it.
Yeah, dog, definitely fire,
bro. Because and when we say this, like, and Julio, I'm a Falcon fan, so Julio and AB is, 1A, 1B. But the thing that get me by Dream was, dog, great route runner. Like that's the stuff that people don't Like he can run every route in the route tree. Fast. He don't look, and it all look the same. And that's gonna throw a DB off. Like that type of stuff is gonna throw a DB off. Fast. People, you know what I'm saying? Obviously he tall but strong, bro, and gonna catch everything. Like it's in that radius, he gonna catch it. So I kind of wish he was in a bigger market than Cincy. I don't know if he would have been a little bit different personality wise if, let's say, he was in LA or somewhere that, you know what I'm saying? But right, AJ definitely
he definitely
won on for sure.
Kind of on those same lines. Would you feel like who's one of your toughest matchups in the NFL and college too? Because I know in college you got lined up against quite a few people too.
You know, my answer in college would be child's play.
Easy word.
Okay. He said easy word.
I had some good matchups, but especially I want to say young Quiz. In college, I think the toughest person I probably went against would be Floyd from Notre Dame. I seen him. That was I think my 10th grade year, my sophomore year. In the league, AB, Julio.
Yeah.
We just talked about AJ.
Stories about boy, legend story.
Time period. Was
we're running.
He can stop and start like crazy. I know a lot of folks.
There's a lot of different people.
It just it really depends on like what you're looking for. I think for me, because of what kind of corner I was, I ain't really had no problem just because I was fast enough. I was agile enough for and big enough for to compete with the bigger guys as well. So I ain't really had no problems. That's I won more battles than I lost.
He won it for a reason.
Put it that way.
No, I see y'all tapped into them joint practices. They just started this week. I don't know you was in any of them joint practices in the league. Them things get easty out there. The boy be tripping. Huh? See, Amara St. Brown.
Hey, John, who?
Amara St. Brown.
Amara St. Brown for Detroit, the receiver. I ain't gonna lie, fam. It turned from a 1v1.
I'm out the loop.
Fam, it turned from a 1v1 to a 1v20. Quick, fam. Oh, it's bad, bro.
Who?
The Giants.
The Giants.
Oh.
Yeah. He was on their side. He was on their sideline. So that
you can't do that. I didn't, bro. It's so crazy you say that because I done been in a few joint practices, and especially with the Bengals, we're a little different.
And Chippy.
I remember it was so crazy because this was before Adam Thielen was Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
And this is like the following year he ended up going into the year, he ended up coming out. Yeah. But we ended up practicing against them in training camp, bro. And I ain't gonna say, I don't want to say too many people's names, but I said Adam Thielen just because he was nobody really knowing. And white boy receiver, you feel me?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And with our group, we had a different group. Like, it's me, it's Pat-Man, it's Dre.
Y'all had them gangsters.
Yeah, we'll little throw. And bro, they end up doing bro dirty that. They end up doing the dirty. First, they didn't want to. He went out there to do one-on-ones, and when he went out there, technically Dre was out there, and Dre like, man, nah, I can't go with bro. Like who is bro? You know what I'm saying? And at the time, respectfully, at the time, Adam Thielen wasn't Adam Thielen. I can't remember who the receivers was. I want to I can't remember who the receivers was. I want to say
Cordell Patterson might have been still there.
But
Did they have LaQuan?
I want to say it was Mike Wallace was the big dog. Was there?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike was there. Damn.
I think Mike Wallace was the big dog at that time.
Did they have Treadwell at that time? No.
I think if he was there, he probably his first year.
Yeah. I got you.
He was. Nobody know, like at the time, nobody know Thielen, but he woke him up. And he still killing today. I feel like from that joint practice, obviously, because it was, I think a lot of intensity was caused because of Zim was the head coach. And Zim, a couple years prior from Cincinnati, so it was a lot of that going on. And we took a lot of stuff personal in that locker room. So on that field, we was able to, they let the dogs out the leash.
Hey, bro. So I kind of, them boys are gangster. Now I kind of just want to transition. So obviously knowing you, and what you got going on, just kind of give people, what is life looking like right now outside of ball? What is Quez, jumping into, and how has things been going for you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Got able-minded body. Right now I'm pushing daily deposits as you being a better version of yourself than you was yesterday. Mm-hmm. This is my brand. This is, say mandatory, because daily deposits are mandatory for you to be able to, get to your dreams. So it's a lifestyle brand, which we hear folks from all different ways. I got this curriculum coming out. It's called Breaking the Cycle. So a little background for people that don't really know me. When I was playing, I went back to school. I went to University of Miami. Got my master's in business administration. I started, started and founded probably over 10 companies. Running those companies now. The main company I run is called 31 Ventures. That's my private equity company, which I could be able to go out, broker different deals, bring different, opportunities back to my community to create different jobs and outlets. So I'm basically doing 31 Ventures, daily deposits, and then my nonprofit is called the Dennard Difference. So those are the three things that I'm focusing on, and being around football as far as kind of like consulting and mentoring college and professionals. That's what I'm doing currently.
That's dope, man.
Can't be there. Yeah, that's super dope.
And he said you got a podcast too that you have going on as well.
Man, we got a podcast called Work Wednesdays. Tap in with us. It's a great midweek pick you up, get some information as far as work, as far as motivation for your daily life. Some topics and stuff that you need to be able to tap into and get some perspective on, some different outcomes. It's a million ways to skin a cat. Yeah. So just really tapping in to learn more.
Yeah. And kind of what sparks your interest in that? Like going back to school while you in the league, like you don't see many people doing that. So what made you want to do that? What make you want to, continue to try to help other people?
It's a crazy story. I'll tell you quickly. What happened was I'm super competitive. I'm a can. So I'm super competitive, right? Where what happened was I created a no-fly zone, ended up not really getting my recognition for it, didn't get paid for it. Then, a lot of people screaming it, rapping it. Nah, I ain't get the
damn. Denver.
Denver took the sauce and tried to run with it. But, my shout out to my cousin. My cousin told him to let him live. So we kind of, what I'm saying, we went that route. So that situation happened, and then also I got into a situation with a financial advisor where I technically signed over my power of attorney. I didn't know anything at the time. The draft process. Yeah. I'm 21. Nobody,
We don't know much about money and stuff.
you know, nobody else
Yeah.
in the household. You don't really, and in our household, you don't even have a conversation about money for real.
Yeah.
You know, you have the conversation is, then my money, save it. I'm gonna do it, you know, best for me.
Yeah.
That's kind of the conversation. So I got into a situation where I signed my power of attorney away, didn't know and understand what it was, and technically how it was presented to me. The dude didn't tell me, you know, he ain't lied to me. But he so I'm gonna give you a little quote I like to say. A half lie is still a half lie. Wait,
half truth is still a whole
a whole lie. Exactly. You get what I'm saying. So in that situation, that sparked me to like, damn, I just sat at this table with people that look like me, and if I wasn't, you know, technically street smart enough to really to figure it out, I could have put myself in a situation. And that sparked me to go back to school to be able to, when I sit down at the table, I can look like this, and you know, and still understand.
Gotta respect it.
Yeah, so that motivated me to go back, and then at that time I also went through injuries. Like I got drafted in the first round, I didn't play my rookie year. All I did is play special teams, and you know you can go look at it. Marvin, you know, shout out to Marvin, Coach Lewis, who you know Super Bowl winning coach. He done been around a lot of greats. You know, said he was said I was the best rookie corner he ever seen. And, you know, he's seen a lot of guys. And for that to happen, I didn't play, you know, that kind of messed with my confidence wise to a point where I just started to think like, you know, football, you know, it did look like a career. It might not be a career that it ain't gonna last. So that would also sparked me to go back to learn.
No, that's dope, man. Well, we appreciate you taking your time out your schedule, man, to kick it with us at a dope episode. Make sure y'all tap into all his ventures. He's a heck of a player at Michigan State, heck of a player in the league, and obviously doing a lot of great work in his community, man. So shout out to you, and congrats once again on getting the
That's big.
That's major.
That's
big. Yes, sir.
Even to my family, every song I ever wrote. This shit feel like game 7. Put lines up through my S's.